So, welcome everyone. My name is Natalie, and I'm here today with Lindsey Lynch. Welcome, Lindsey.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Ali.
And thank you for being here. So, Lindsey is a contributor to the book Surviving My First Year of Child Loss, Personal Stories from Grieving Parents, which was published in September, October 2017, and the German translation in January 2018. And so we're meeting today here to actually look at what has happened in the year between when you have submitted your piece and it has subsequently been chosen for the book, and just to get an update for people to see where you are today. So maybe you start by telling us a little bit about your loss story for those people who haven't yet read the book, just to give us an idea of what has happened or occurred in your life.
Yes, since Bradley died, my stepson, it's been 2.5 years. The first wrote the piece was just a little older that he passed, and I wrote it. At that time, the grief was probably nothing crazy. It was very normal grief, but last year it was probably the hard. That was I had some dark times. The grief was hard, but I will say, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, there's a light," and it is. I didn't believe, but there's like a shift about last. There's shifts from about many aspects of the grief, about just how life is fair, and that. But October there's a shift. I don't know if there is no specific event or thing to my life, but shift, and I wasn't angry. Like the anger kind of went away, and it was weird. I kept out to this even 5 months later, anticipating, that the anger comes back. But it's hard because they say grief changes, and again, I didn't believe that when I was newly bereaved, but it does, and I feel like I'm in that different stage where it's not it's not obviously not because it's been 2.5 years. It's just different. There's that shift. I don't know what happened, but I've been, I guess, as normal as I will feel for this new life. Once you lose a child, your worlds are different. And yeah, so I'm say comfortably that now I feel probably the best I feel, living this new life.
What do you think specifically has changed now since you wrote the piece for the book? I mean, obviously you expressed what has happened then and what has helped you in that first year. So after having written for the book, the essay, in the last almost 1.5 years, what additionally has occurred for you?
I've just been, there's not really a specific, I've just been connecting with others. I guess that's the thing, been, healing in a sense, or kind of felt like there were some, because I remember being, very raw in those first few months, and mothers reaching out and having that support, having that someone else has gone through, still living. That was, I feel, very important. So I've had other people, actually friends, family of the really bereaved, come to me and say, "What can I do?" And I feel like that's kind of a purpose, along with obviously my living son. That kind of gives me something, to kind of keep, pushing forward. And I am very open with my, with Bradley's death. And I guess I never thought not being this very open person about, my life. So I felt that was practical to just kind of continue with that. And again, first month I didn't want, I didn't know what I was going to do, with regards to how much I was going to talk about that, but, now 2.5 years later, I can, I'm very comfortable with when people come to me. They, I give them resources, I give them books, and I'm actually way one of the books for the Driving My First Year Child Loss. I had bought a few just for that. I mean, never wanted to come, have them out, but was glad that I had them. And just, I guess, knowing that, they aren't alone. And that there's there's a whole community of us that have gone through it, still living it, and we're still here is most important.
So one of the things that interests me specifically, because I know you're quite an avid runner, what effect has your physical fitness or your physical exercise regime, has that affected you and your grief?
One of the constants that has been these last 2.5, I'm running 3 or 4 times weekly. I have ran 2 half marathons, Bradley's death, a few 5Ks. But yeah, I guess that is one thing makes me feel as normal as possible. Cause I ran during his, when I was pregnant with, and I ran, 7 weeks after his, may not have been the best choice, but that makes me feel somewhat normal, I guess. But yeah, running has, the number one, when my was crashing down, I could still go put running shoes, hit the streets, and kind of just, run and just clear my head. Away from everyone else and my own time. Yeah.
Would you say that your physical routine has had a big impact on, has that been the biggest impact for you to keep something going, something that was working?
Yes.
What would you recommend to someone else who might be not feeling like getting up at all? Was that ever a reason for you not to do it or not feeling like it, and how did you motivate yourself?
Oh yeah, there's many weeks where I probably only ran 1 time a week, which is very different from my 4 time. And I would take everything I had in me and put my shoes on and go for a run or go on the treadmill. I had to mentally, talk myself up to do that. And that was very hard. But I will advise for anyone who feels just going for a walk.
Yeah.
Going outside. I mean, not everyone is a runner, I understand that. But just walking, being outside that, exertion, just being out in the fresh air, or even if you have a treadmill, just walking. Yeah. Because when you're sedentary, it's just to continue that way. And so it's hard to get up. And especially when you're grieving, that was another thing. Adds a whole other to just life in general, all for other small little, pieces along the way.
Is there anything, based on looking back over the last 2.5 years since Bradley died, is there anything that, knowing what you know now, you would do differently, or something that you would do sooner, or something that you wouldn't do at all?
I don't know. I thought about this. I don't know if there was anything to, progress, over these last 2.5 years. I think just what I was doing, I was writing, I had to do, on my blog a few posts, just and I still will get that file, that one, a year and a half ago, and I just lost my baby, or, whatever it was. I'll still, so the writing and just my front, forcing myself to, forcing myself to be out with society.
Yeah.
Because it was very, stay inside, and that's when I guess when I was feeling how my days were, like, I would have to push myself, again, either talk myself to get out that door, to just go to the Target store. Just doing my normal routines. I did not want to be around. I didn't want people to ask me that, how many kids do you have? Mm-hmm. Or, or any of the want to do. And I am a group fitness instructor, and many times I want to just call the boss and say, because it was just hard, but I felt that I had to get out around people. And I always felt better. Yeah. But it was just like that, push yourself to get that door, and, continue your life, because the world didn't stop. I learned it didn't stop, and I had to get back into society.
Mm. You just mentioned your blog. If anyone would be interested to read more about your thoughts, how could they find your blog?
I can post it underneath the video.
Yeah, let's post a link underneath the video. I think it's called One Mother. Tell me the whole name. Yeah. So if anyone is interested to read more from Lindsey, the blog is a good place to start and have a look at that. And is there any other thing that you would like to give as a piece of advice or a wish to anyone watching this?
I think every grief is going to be different, but I guess, it was, not up until about 5 months ago, where I still felt the same way I felt 2 years prior. Like, I didn't feel like there was, like, how is this going to like the grief was heavy, like, it was just hard, just, every day was different, but for bad. I just want that, like, it's lifted, my shoulder, like, the weight off, and that pain. And again, I don't know how or why I still am expecting it. I am, enjoying, how, my life is now as much as I can. And anyone who's new bereaved or their 10 years, like, their life, I know that everyone says that, and no, that's just but there is light at that end of that dark tunnel. And eventually you will find it. Everyone's still here. So, and that's, I think, what's most important. People, friends and family. That's why I guess I'm about this, because other friends and family are newly bereaved to know, like, how, to not push away from bereaved, to, be there for them, to remember their children, know that they are forgotten. That's, I guess, necessary, that our children are forgotten.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lindsey, for taking the time in updating us how your life has been since writing for Surviving My First Year. And for those of you listening and watching this, if you wanted to look or read Lindsey's story, it's in the book Surviving My First Year of Child Loss. And Lindsey and Bradley's story is 4 days were too few to make a lifetime of memories. So go ahead, and we'll post the links if you wanted to have a look at Lindsey's blog. And we look forward to hearing more of how your life has been continuing, as well as how you're continuing sharing through your blog. Thank you so much, Lindsey.
Thank you, Nellie.